Can you hear me now? Excellent. There we go. Okay, I think everything is fixed now. Let's try this again, as they say, and once more with feeling. And I want to hear the intro too, so we're going to restart the game for that very reason. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm back. It's really good to see you. It's without really going into much detail, as you've probably noticed, I've been pretty absentee again for the last few months after a nice rally in the few months following my divorce. Didn't really have anything to do with the divorce per se, but there have been some legal proceedings that finally came to a formal end yesterday, and I just have to say, I feel an incredible sense of relief. I feel like a new man. I feel like there's this giant weight of uncertainty that is lifted off my shoulders, and I feel really, really good. I'm excited to do more of this. I'm excited to attend more streams and just kind of come out of my hidey hole and exist publicly again. And that's about all I'm gonna say about what's been going on. That, and of course, I greatly, greatly appreciate all of you and your patience with me, and the fact that you're still here on the other side. That said, let's play some Resident Evil. Let's get excited. Oh, Rory, that is so sweet of you to say. Thanks, man. So, let me give a couple of shout-outs. My good stream friends, Rory and Morgan, are both here. They are a gorgeous couple, if you're somehow not aware. If you like what I do, you will certainly like Rory's stream. We have very, very similar tastes, and I think even play styles. We really enjoy stealth games and immersive sims, and for a guy who says he's not all that into horror, he's finally been playing Resident Evil 7 lately, and I think he's really been enjoying it, which speaks well of his taste. If you watch Morgan's stream, you will not see content very similar to mine, but what you will find is somebody who's super friendly and really, really engaged with her community and always a joy to watch. So I highly recommend you check both of them out, and I'm really grateful to both of you for being here. Apotham, 23 months. Thank you so much for the resub, buddy. We are getting on 2 years of subscriptions. I can hardly believe it. I appreciate how long you've been here. I always love having you in chat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see who else is here. Thank you for enduring my technical difficulties. Oozes, Cito, Infinimora, Karis. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hizetnish, you're here too. Outstanding. Good, good. Oh, Rory, I'm so glad you liked RE7. Have you done any of the DLC yet? Oh, Rory, thank you so much for for that gift sub to Karis. You're gonna play Village on launch, attaboy. Good, me too. So, a couple of weeks ago, I did start a new playthrough of RE7. I reset everything. I want to plat it from start to finish. That's my kind of method of getting hyped for Village. The save didn't work, it got corrupted, so we're going to be starting over tonight. A little bit sad, but we're not going to lose too much progress, and I don't think anybody was super terribly invested in that 2-week-old playthrough, at least I hope not. And Rory, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Morgan. Morgan, enjoy my face. Enjoy my face. It's yours. Oh, maybe... Oh, what's going on here? I know none of my... Dude, how are you, friend? Welcome, welcome. Well, this is weird. Now that I reset everything, suddenly it's acting like it's going to load the old one. With all my achievements deleted, which means I have to restart anyway. Nice. Dude, it's so good to see you. Did you get that nap you talked about? Oh, DLF is here. DLF, you're in Texas, man. How you doing? I'm worried about you. I've been worried ever since you chimed in Discord earlier today. How are things there? Special one. Welcome, welcome. No worries that you can't stick around. I appreciate you saying hello. Yeah, well. Lost Wi-Fi a few times. Here we go. Okay, so difficulty, easy, normal, can't be changed mid-game. So like I said in Discord, or for those of you who don't pay it, who aren't in the Discord, number one, you should join, but number two, if you're going to Platinum RE7, you have to play through the main game a minimum of 3 times, twice on easy or normal and once on Madhouse. So the first one is the one that tends to be more leisurely. It's the one where you go for kind of the quirky achievements, you know, doing something weird in a boss fight, like shooting Marguerite out of the air when you fight her in the old house. It's also the most sensible time to go after all the collectibles, so we're going to be doing that. The second playthrough is where you go after the challenge achievements, of which there are 3 significant ones. They are to finish the game in under 4 hours, which is not actually a significant challenge at all. There's far more significant is doing it with 3 or fewer healing items, and doing it with 3 or fewer uses of the item box. So we'll do that on the second one, probably do it on easy. And then the third one, of course, you also have to beat the game at least once on Madhouse. So third playthrough will be Madhouse, but I think what I'm going to do this time, just to keep things interesting, is intersperse the main campaign runs with the different DLC, of which this game has a huge amount, and most of it is pretty good. So tonight we're going to start our first main game playthrough. I think at the end of that I'm probably going to tackle one of the challenge games, either Nightmare or 21 or Jack's 55th birthday, and one of the story DLCs. Then I'll do the second playthrough and kind of follow that pattern, then see how much DLC is still left. So, all that said, without further ado, I think I would like to go ahead and start. So let's roll. I love this game. Rory, I am so glad you like this game as much as I hoped you would.
Hey, baby! I just wanted to send a quick hello, and I love you. Oh, good news. I'm gonna be coming home soon.
I'm gonna grab a drink while the intro plays.
I cannot wait to be done with this babysitting job and come home to my loving husband. I miss you. Oh, I gotta get back to
No one has said anything about my jacket. I'm kind of going for the Resident Evil 4 Chapter 1-1 Leon look with the jacket. It even has the fur lining on the inside. No interest in the Leon jacket. Hey Blazer, I'm doing really well. How are you? Welcome to February 2021.
Right.
It's good to see you.
I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
Arthur Morgan? I don't know who Arthur Morgan is, unfortunately. Thought it was just because it's cold. Well, I mean, that is also a very solid reason. It's pretty cold in Colorado, although probably the only time in my life I'll say it's not as cold here as Texas.
Hey, it's Ethan.
Oh, I've never played either Red Dead game either.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's Mia. She's not.
No, I'm not working yet,
She's
Blazer.
back.
I hope to be soon.
I don't know. Look, I don't know how, but she's back. She's back somehow. Maybe it's a prank. She wants me to come and get her.
Where is she?
Dulvey, Louisiana.
Dude, it's been 3 years.
I know, but what if it is her? I have to find out what happened.
The name of the stream, a jab at the goat? No, it's not a jab. It's acknowledging that he's the goat. The you mean my online alert, right? The stream is supposed to be like RE8 hype, something about not having a PS5. But my online notification, yes, was Tom Brady is inevitable, dude. And that's because Tom Brady's inevitable, dude. Okay. So, in my usual style, we're going to explore everything. At least on the first run, the slow run, where I'm not trying for speed. So this is our objective here in the upper left. You can't see it because of my face. I'll move it for you temporarily, although for this game I'm pretty sure the upper left is still the best spot for the camera. So you can see where the objectives show up there. I've been told to find Mia. Surprise, surprise. Oh, I do hate him. That doesn't mean I don't respect him. I despise Tom Brady. That doesn't mean I can't see how good he is. You understand? Okay, so we can see the achievements did reset. So we have currently now just 1 out of 58. She's alive. Travel to Louisiana. So close. Aha! Obtain something by closely examining an item. So most of the achievements in this game aren't particularly missable. You'll kind of access them naturally. When we run across one you have to pay attention to, and it's a while before we do. I'll be sure to talk about it beforehand. So for now... Oh, I forgot to look at my actual inventory too. We have the email from Mia. A printout of the email from your wife Mia, who had been missing for 3 years. What do you think the lows are, Blazer? I'm curious about that, because this is easily my favorite since 4. It might be in my top... It's definitely in my top 3 of the series, maybe top 2. The only thing I think could really be said about it is that the shipwreck section is a little too long. But I'm curious what you think. Let's see here. Let's examine the email. So if you look at this, you can actually read the detail text. From Mia Winters, sent July 18, 2017, 11:04 p.m. Tuesday to Ethan Winters, Dolby, Louisiana, Baker Farm, come get me. Ah, yes, so V brings up our map screen. You can see it's actually reasonably detailed. We're in this big outside area right now, but it kind of shows us our position and where things are. And here is the big spooky house, which manages to be kind of creepy even in broad daylight. Oh, Ethan, why are you so slow? This is the first Resident Evil game that scared me since probably my first time playing the original on the PlayStation. That has a lot to do with why I love it so much. My first run was in VR, and it was easily the scariest, probably the most scared I've ever been playing a game. Not probably, definitely. Not even really close. Sewer Gators, Episode 17, Project Proposal. Sneak into a Louisiana ghost house. And what doesn't show up in the detail text, but there on the front, schedule equipment okay. Flip this over. Of course, you get the lovely, join us. Yes, Morgan, my very first run was on the PSVR. It was amazing and awful. Accept her gift. No, Blazer, I never blame anybody for being unable to attend. I recognize I usually stream like evening for me, which is like super late at night for a lot of people, and I'm also pretty sporadic. That's what the YouTube channel is for. But when you do show up, I really appreciate it, so thank you for being here tonight. Oh, right. Yeah, here comes the crow scare. Nice. Buzzsaws and horse legs and ropes. Oh my. I think that the first hour of this game, you know, from the beginning to the dinner scene with the bakers, is an absolute masterclass in, like, horror pacing and table setting and everything. It's just a brilliant intro. Hey, Alex. No worries that you can't stay. I appreciate... Thank you for calling me pretty. I appreciate you stopping by. It's really good to see you. I'm going to be around more. I am. So sleep well tonight, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Examine in detail. Driver's license. And that unlocks the achievement, aha! Obtain something by closely examining an item. So next is Welcome to the Family, Son. Escape from the guest house. So here we have driver's license. Mia's driver's license. It's covered in a strange black substance. Let's have a look. Alright. I'm already pretty mad at Chris for Resident Evil 8, just because I spend this entire game busting my ass to save her. He caps her straight in the head at the start of the next game. Not cool, Redfield. Here we go. Ain't that nice.
Damn.
Yeah, we're locked in now, boy. An escalating series of terrible decisions. Achievement unlocked behind closed doors. Close an open door by yourself. Well, that was hard. Our objective has changed. I'll just show you right quick. Find Mia. Search the house. Fair enough. It hasn't changed. It's been refined. We have another detail added. How about that? Okay, no item to use here yet. Burnt photo of a little girl standing in a doorway. Locked. Soup and cockroaches.
Oh, fuck! Fuck!
What is that anyway? Looks like intestines. Black water coming out of the faucet. Great. Why does he come so unprepared? Well, I mean, I guess look at this, right? Like, so let's put ourselves in the mind of Ethan Winters. His wife's been missing for 3 years. He receives this email. Dolby, Louisiana, Baker Farm, come get me. And no, Blazer, you're absolutely right. What any fucking remotely sane person does is call the Dolby police. Say, hey, explain the situation to him. But no, Ethan just rolls up in his car with completely empty pockets, decides he's gonna find her himself. Even when you start seeing really weird shit like cut up horses' legs and buzzsaws, he just keeps on going. And that's right, Ethan lives in a universe where Raccoon City has been nuked and all the shit that happened in Resident Evil 6 happened. Ethan lives in that universe. Alright, so there's a crow in the microwave. There's a very, very disgusting refrigerator. Well, it's, I mean, there's absolutely no question that it's 2017, Blazer. I mean, look, the email is dated. Like, Mia sent it on July 18th, 2017. And Ethan is here. I think you can even figure out what day Ethan is here. It's like the 21st. It's 2 or 3 days after that. Over 20 missing in 2 years. All right, Rory, thank you again for all the gift subs and for subbing yourself and for being such a great guy. One last reminder to the chat, if you haven't checked out Rory's stream, make sure you follow him so you can see him the next time he's on. Fantastic dude. Kind of low-key like me, likes to talk about the games. Good stuff. You'll enjoy him. He's a really, really great guy. Good night, Rory. Thanks for being here. Black gunk in the drawer. Let's try upstairs first. It's not responding. Well, I think they realized a huge part of what made Resident Evil 4 so good was that it finally, like, chucked its allegiance to all of the old convoluted plot lines established by the original 3 in Code Veronica. Getting out of that gave them a whole lot of creative freedom, and I think, like you say, it really paid off for them in this game, too. Shazza, thank you so very much for using Prime to subscribe. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. It's really good to see you. Getting involved. Derelict house footage. What is that? Oops. It just, on it, you can see, you can actually read the label in-game. It says Derelict House, June 1st. A videotape with Derelict House footage, Dolby, June 1st, written on the label. Watch the video for clues. Well, that, dear friends, is exactly what we shall do. At least as soon as we find a VCR. Thought it was because of the puns. So you can see this knob's all twisted. We're not going to open it from this side. Call me paranoid. I like my doors closed behind me. That's blurry, but it looks like Mia. That looks like someone's bare legs in bed and a dude standing over him. Another missing item. Oh, and here's a VCR. We can watch our tape, but let's look around the rest of this room first. It's a photo of a jail cell. And looks like the owners. Fair enough. Here we go. So you can see when this tape was recorded, June 1st, 2017, Clancy Javis, Abandoned House, Dolby Haunted House rehearsal, 10:23 p.m. So just as we go through, pay attention to the dates. Bear in mind that Ethan got his email on July 18th, and this tape we're seeing was made June 1st. So this is probably about 7 weeks before Ethan's in the house in the present day.
Where did you find this guy?
First thing to do, I think, I know I showed this last time, but it's important. Take one step back and crouch.
Great, Pete. Hey, I only work with professionals.
There's a lockpick on the ground.
The sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo. That was 2 fucking years ago. I don't do ADR. This new guy?
I'm gonna let him finish talking.
Again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change.
All right.
Plan?
Oh,
We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shithole. Happy?
Ecstatic.
all right. So obviously, Ethan's point of no return is still a point of no return here. You can see that little cliff, but we can't get over it. So Clancy here is carrying a project proposal, a planning document belonging to the amateur video production team, Sewer Gators. So if you look at it, it's the same thing that Ethan finds in the van 7 weeks later, but obviously it doesn't have any writing on it. And a lockpick, a tool for opening simple locks, breaks easily. And to your question, Blazer, I mean, I know a few people. We have VHS up at my folks' place in Wyoming, but I also think it's kind of an inside joke because, you know, the original game was set in 1998, and in that game you saved on typewriters, despite it being 1998. So the old tech is, more than anything, I think, just kind of a joke in this universe. You save on cassettes in this one.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go.
Get out of the way.
It's locked.
After you.
So, why are we in hell this time? Do you ever prep? What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sounds? Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
Clancy can't interact with the doors.
What's the story, Andre?
I'm not sure I realized that until
Abandoned
just now.
farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
But there's the moment it shuts itself behind them. Lovely.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway.
So far it looks the same.
Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about
The photo is not in this drawer.
bad seed, apparently.
You can use your lockpick on this one.
Ah, shit. I know I should have worn my good...
That unlocked an achievement. Master of Unlocking. Use a lockpick to open something. And that creates consequences. We just, like, created a time paradox, and so now the drawer is going to be unlocked in present day for Ethan, since we just unlocked it 7 weeks ago.
Shoes. Oh, shit.
For Clancy, the photo's
I
in
had my
it.
shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think?
There's no crow in the microwave.
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went?
Granny, I like that a lot. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Fridge looks the same. Ghosts sighted in Bayou. I think that's actually the same paper, but it gave us a different headline.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is the same paper, because there's over 20 missing. The Dolby Daily.
They come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
That's the same. I think upstairs is the same. Clancy can't even try to push the button. Clancy. There's an abused character. Poor, poor Clancy Javis.
What the fuck was that?
This guy has a rough go of it.
Did you hear that?
Especially once you play the DLC.
Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man?
Looks like the people Andre was talking about.
All right, new deal. we find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Not necessarily, Blazer. You find confirmation that the other two guys are dead. I'll point that out when it happens. It's pretty early. Meanwhile, Clancy survives for a while. He's the star of a lot of the DLC.
You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first.
Right, Pete.
What do you see? What is it?
You know, in all the times I've played this game, this is the first time I noticed that Andre is on his tiptoes. You see that? Can you see it on the stream? Like his feet are in the air, or his heels are in the air. Very Blair Witch.
Jesus.
Yep, I bet you're feeling real smart now, ain't you, Ethan? So remember, we unlocked that drawer in the past. Now, in the present, with Ethan, we can open it, and we get our first antique coin. A lot of the DLC is good. A lot of the DLC... All of the DLC is at least pretty good. Some of it is really good. All of it's fun. That's what I'd say. All of the DLC is at least fun, and some of it is actually really good. The single best bit of DLC is probably, for me, Bedroom from Volume 1 of the banned footage, but it's all pretty good. And, of course, we learn from the tape about the fireplace secret. Into this passage we go, and let's follow Clancy. What could go wrong? Well, that, for starters.
Damn it.
Cito, you were jump scared with the dead guy? Wow. Well, good. I don't mean to seem so nonchalant. I've played this game a few times. Blazer, thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. It's so good to have you back. I really appreciate it. It's been good having you here to chat with tonight. I appreciate it. Alright, so now we're into new territory. It's flooded. Great. Where even are we? Can't really tell. Oh, the rooms don't have names before we find the map. I see. That actually makes sense. Well, I appreciate that as well. I started streaming just because I was having trouble filling all the dead air in my YouTube videos when I was, going from place to place or whatnot, and I thought the live chatting would help with that. So, people who have been with me since those early days, I really appreciate that. There's Andre. So this is the guy who was dead in the tape. I guess he's been dead for about 7 weeks. You. Big noise. And this is another thing that I just noticed that I think is actually really, really cool and has to be intentional. So if you look around this area where you're hearing all these noises, like if you look back here, there's a passage back there. There's this whole like system of passages that you can see inside the house but can't get access to. So I'm sure that Jack is already well aware of us and stalking us and watching us at this point. So anyway, we have this. We have what looks like 2 parents and 3 kids. And this writing. I'm sorry, Daddy, I will not be bad anymore. And it spirals and gets more and more crazy. I'm sorry, Daddy, I will not be bad anymore. Over and over and over again. We have a toilet full of syringes. But here's another detail I just noticed, which seems strange. The syringes are not used. If you look at them, they all have their caps on. Check it out. How bizarre. I'm noticing new things. Coming at the game with fresh eyes. Walt! Walt! How are you, buddy? It's so good to see you! Man. You beautiful beast. There's Mia. Nothing in there. Well, nothing. We don't have anything yet, is what I mean. All right, so this note, it's 2-sided, and you need to read both if you want the all files achievement. Let's go ahead and start with side 1. Ben dead, Harold turned, Arthur turned, Tamara turned, Craig dead, Layla dead, Sean dead, William dead, Travis turned. Great. Peter dead, Andre dead, Clancy L. So the 3 guys we saw in the Sewer Gators tape were Peter, Andre, and Clancy. So this, Blazer, is what I was mentioning, is the confirmation that Peter and Andre are both dead. We just saw Andre's body. This says Peter's dead, too. Clancy, however, our brave and noble cameraman, is L, whatever that means. Oh, that's absolutely true, Blazer. And one thing and the more the documents you find that like kind of fill in their backstory, and then of course there's the Jack vision toward the end of the game that really locks that in. But yeah, it was the infection. They were totally normal people. Mia, that's our wife we're looking for. So she's first on the list, and she has no status indication at all. Heidi turned, Clyde dead, Lindsay turned, Stephen turned, Nathaniel dead, Edward dead, Nadine dead, Alex dead, Tom dead, Reed turned, Susan turned, Joseph dead, David dead. And I'll pick up the bolt cutters in a second, but I will just show what happens if you try to avoid rescuing Mia. And that is a dead end. That is what happens. But pay attention to the dead end. Note particularly the giant piece of wood. Furthering my theory that somebody is sneaking through these passages and watching us and ultimately even helping us along. Bolt cutters. A tool for cutting chains. Oh yes. And the antique coin is an old commemorative coin. No, because another thing you have to remember about the storyline, Blazer, is Capcom declared that Umbrella Chronicles was canon, and so I never played Umbrella Chronicles, but my understanding of like the basic skeleton of the story is that the Umbrella Corporation, or Umbrella reincorporates as a PMC that is now dedicated to fighting bioterrorism from all of the proliferations that have resulted from their original progenitor virus bioweapons. And so Umbrella Chronicles is just like a multiplayer shooter where these guys are basically out killing monsters. But at the end of this game, the newly reincorporated PMC anti-bioweapon Umbrella Corporation is what shows up in the helicopters to rescue you, and Chris Redfield is working for them. So, now the infection is due to a heretofore unrevealed criminal organization that in this game they're just referred to as the Connections. And one thing that we do know about Resident Evil 8, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the tall vampire lady everyone is so obsessed with, and like the dude who shows up in the trailer with like the glasses and the jacket and the hammer are they're members of the Connections. And we know that the girl who causes this infection, Evelyn, arrived here as part of a shipwreck in 2014. No, I don't mean to like not. I mean, you know, this isn't personal, but that's not accurate, Blazer. The game tells you exactly how it happened. The little girl who is the source of the infection gets here via a shipwreck 3 years before the game starts in 2014. And the Bakers are unfortunate enough to be the people who find her in the shipwreck. Open it up. Here we go.
Mia, oh, thank God I found you. It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan? Ethan?
Are you all right?
You shouldn't be here.
What do you mean? You contacted me.
No, I wouldn't. Did I? Did anyone see you? Did he see you?
Hey, who else is here? What the hell's going on?
Daddy's coming. We need to go.
Daddy?
We need to go now!
Karis, I'm pretty sure the only one that was not normal before this is Lucas, because you know we find those documents about how like when he was a kid, Lucas killed another kid by trapping him in his attic until he starved to death, and we know that Lucas, without any compulsion from Evelyn at all, is a total absolute freak show psycho sadist. But everyone else, you actually learn playing the Daughters DLC in particular that they were all like normal, kind, decent people before the infection. That's the whole point of the new virus in this game, is that it hijacks people's brains. It's more so than any physical mutation. It's about mind control and forcing people to basically become your soldiers, no matter what their prior personality or predilections were.
Where are you taking me?
Someplace safe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Baby, you've been gone 3 years.
3 years? Has it really been 3 years?
Yeah, see, look at that darkness back there.
What is this place?
It's just like this.
What'd they do to you?
Not now.
Oh, never mind. That's
We
just a
need to
wall.
Get out of here first. I think it's this way.
I can see that, Blazer. I agree, Morgan. It was that vision scene where like normal Jack, who still like exists inside Evelyn's hive mind, has his conversation with Ethan. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Mia, we have to talk. That message you sent me.
Not me. That wasn't me.
But you did.
I didn't.
Okay, fine. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling you everything that I know. We have to go this way.
Oh, look, the wood moved.
Mia, are you sure you know where you're going?
family used to bring me food through here. I remember.
And it's not just gone, it moved. You can see it against the wall back there. And because wood doesn't move on its own, what we really have to say is someone moved it while we were in the cell with Mia.
There. It's there. This is it. I remember this room. There's another door here. I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone! We're gonna be a family now that you're here. There's another door here. I'm sure of it.
Mia,
We gotta get out of here.
just stay here, all right? I'm gonna have a look around.
Yeah, great idea. Split up. That always works. E001. Old lady in a wheelchair. Now, just having played the game before, I like knowing there's a secret passage to the salt mines behind those boards. Obviously can't see it or let alone do anything with it now. This doll looks like Mia. What about this one?
No, leave me alone!
Well, she wasn't wrong about another door. Oh yeah, well, Blazer, she kinda does know. That's why she was so surprised at the idea that she sent this email to Ethan, because and she's obviously devolved over the course of 3 years. You see her at the beginning in the Daughters DLC, like, very, very concerned with doing her job, containing the outbreak, making sure that Evelyn's mold doesn't get out, and that's always kind of like her motivation going in here. And so a lot of her dialogue reflects that, but she's not able to keep Evelyn subdued, and so when Evelyn takes control, that's when bad things happen. But the other implication, of course, is that in one of the moments where Evelyn had total control of her, Evelyn made her send this email, despite not wanting to, in order to bring Ethan here to be Evelyn's father. Zippy! It's so good to see you. I appreciate the lurk, buddy. I hope D&D is going well. How are you, my man? So, Blazer, I'll try to recite it back to you, but during the next sequences, try to pay attention to some of her dialogue that isn't subtitled, because you'll hear her say things like, when she's in full psycho mode, like literally when she's walking away with the chainsaw, she's saying things like, must contain outbreak, things like that, so... Guest house map. Alright. So now all the rooms have names. Now that it really matters, we can see the outdoor part where we came in. Looped into the back door, the kitchen, the living room, the hidden passage. The hidden passage. Again, on the second floor, we made it to, lo and behold, the second floor where we dead-ended. We then went down through these tunnels to the guards area, the cell, the surgical area, storage and storeroom. And now we're back up here where we can check out the bathroom. And we're on the other side of that door where the knob was busted. So, you know, rule number 4, or maybe it's 3. It's either 3 or 4 of Zombieland is beware of bathrooms. Especially when they dole out first aid meds. You know something bad's about to go down. Closes up wounds and promotes cell regeneration, partially restores health. Boarded up door here. Can't open that. I guess we have to go check out the banging sound coming from the basement. The fact that they let you see Ethan's feet there going down the stairs makes it a little bit more creepy. It didn't turn from day to night. Storm rolled in. A thunderstorm started while we were in the basement. That's why it's dark out. Resist! I've seen this a dozen times. It's still... Ugh.
I can hear her. I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me. Get out! Leave me alone!
She throws you up the stairs. Yes, she does.
I deserve this.
And then she throws us through a wall later. It's all part of her charm. It's a great question, Ethan. I use one first aid med. Oh, yeah, just pour it on that. It'll fix you right up. Yes, axe. Yes. Attack! Ooh. She got us. There we go. Of course she turns back to normal. Of course. Oh, good. Yeah, so you can see it's raining and thundering and lightning outside. It's a storm.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
Uh-oh. Look, a bloody smear on the wall. Going towards the door that's now mysteriously open with a... and a missing body with my axe there. An old axe. It's rusted, but you can still use it to defend yourself. Oh, and look, we have a new objective. Oops. Wrong box. Look, we have a new objective. Head to the attic. Alright, well, what has changed since the last time we were here? I will tell you. We have bolt cutters. Objective, don't die. A fuse. Use in a fuse box to restore power. Simple enough. Oh, hi, Mia. You look well. Morgan, have you actually played RE7 yourself, or have you just been watching Rory? I'm curious. So place the fuse here. That's what I thought. Alright, power's on upstairs. Here it comes.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. You shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts! Now, let's see what you feel.
Ah, that happened. Here it comes. It's my job.
Contain outbreak.
Must contain outbreak.
Gonna quit. I promise. Must burn it all down.
Not gonna quit, I promise. Must burn it all down. That was our dialogue just then, which interestingly had no subtitles. Hand. Your left hand, cut off by Mia. It's still warm. You love to watch scary games, but not scary movies. Interesting. I am pretty passionate about horror as a global genre. Like, I love horror novels, I love horror stories, I love horror movies, I love horror games. I am just really, really into it, generally speaking. Nice. We can open the stairs to the 3rd floor. Yay! Alright, there's wisdom in saving before the big Mia fight. I think I'm finally going to learn not to overwrite my previous saves every time. You only need one hand to swing an axe. We got handgun ammo, standard handgun ammo, another med, and an M19 handgun.
Okay, fine.
A relatively powerful handgun. It's in bad condition, but it still looks usable. Love to watch scary games, but you can't play them. I know a lot of folks like that. That's fine. I appreciate that you can enjoy my stream. I'll put it that way. Thief is so good at horror because, Thief is a pretty unique cocktail because it's not just that it's not a horror game to start with, but it trains you to. Like, the entire basic gameplay loop is to go to the shadows and avoid the light, right? And then suddenly, out of nowhere, it throws in one level where the shadows are the bad place where the monsters are. And that makes it so bad. Now let's do our axe for crate breaking. We don't want to waste bullets on boxes. There's some more ammo. I'm gonna attack every mannequin with my axe because fuck mannequins. Morgan, do you happen to share my irrational fear of mannequins? That would make me so happy. I can't stand mannequins. They terrify me. Like, in real life, like, you know, the ones that don't have faces or arms or legs, and like they're okay, but like the more realistic they try to make a mannequin, the more it freaks me out. When I lived in Chicago, I always remember it. The Forever 21 on Michigan Avenue had the most realistic mannequins I had ever seen. Like, they had full-on faces and, you know, wigs, and they put makeup on them and everything, so they leapt straight into the uncanny valley, and I couldn't go into that store. Like, when my ex would go in there to shop, like, usually I am a pretty good shopping boyfriend, but I had to wait outside. Like, the mannequins just freaked me out. I could not be in there. I actually do okay with them in video games, but or a movie, but in real life, mannequins freak me out. Thank you for that, Blazer. Thank you so much. I guess I know what I'm dreaming about tonight. Alright, so if you collect all of the ammo, you should have a total of 39 shots. And indeed we do. Here we go. Run away! I like to go all the way back to this corner so we can just shoot her as many times as possible and then escape through this door. Wow, that sucked. Couldn't even get my block up. Achievement unlocked, arms in the air. Good, I blocked an attack. That's what I was after. Block an enemy attack by guarding. Here we go with the one-armed reload. My man Ethan. Back it up, girlfriend. Whoa! I've never seen her go after the post. That was neat. Thanks, Mia. Might as well use a med. We lose all of... You don't get to keep any of this gear anyway, except the the license, the email, and the coin. You lose all the other items, so don't worry about ammo or meds or anything like that. You lose it all anyway. But yeah, I think it was you, Blazer, asked earlier about, like, the timing of the game. So if you looked at, like, the way the light was when Ethan drove up, it was, like, late afternoon, early evening, like, that starting to turn orange, kind of yellow, you know? And then, when you come up from the basement, the storm is going, but you get another look at about what time it is after Jack knocks you out when he's dragging you to the house, which is about to happen.
Welcome to the family, son.
There's the achievement. Welcome to the family, son. Escape from the guest house. So now you see Jack dragging us while the rain is going, and if you look up, you can tell it's about sundown, or just a little after sunset, because it's still light out, but the sun is down. So that's about the timeline for when we were unconscious, and now, of course, we move into the house.
Come on. Don't you die on us now. You have work to do.
And yes, by the way, here is where our arm gets attached. Alright, Blazer, I really appreciate seeing you again. Hope I can catch you next time. Have a great night. Oh, hi.
Where am I? What the hell?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's time for supper.
Who are all you people? Where's Mia?
Eat it. It's good.
Dumb son bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
Yes.
Not again.
Hit boy's got to eat. He got to have his supper. Come here, boy.
I love this, like, all the subtleties of the animations on all the different characters here. Like, Lucas is so excited that Jack's about to attack you. Like, if you watch him, he's trying to keep this grin under control. And Marguerite actually looks kind of nervous over there behind him.
Shit, he's not eating it, Jack! He's not eating it!
Get the hell up, Marguerite!
I said for him!
Get the hell out of here!
You're a son of a bitch! Oh, I can't believe it, you son of a bitch! He's not eating it! He's not eating it!
This was supposed to be a very special feast. My boy. God damn it! I bet it's that cop again. Goddamn pigs! I'm coming back for you.
Everything about Marguerite. Yeah, no doubt. Well, hello. I remember you from the photo in the basement. I like to do everything we can before we aggro Jack. Unfortunately, everything we can is not very much, but we're going to do it anyway. So you can see our inventory's empty. New objective is escape from the house. There's an herb hiding behind that speaker. Handgun ammo in that drawer. 3 missing during Urbex's trip. State authorities are asking for help locating 3 men who went missing during their travels to Dulvey Parish from New Orleans on the 9th of this month. The missing men have been identified as Peter Walken, Andre Stickland, and Clancy Javis. The 3 produced videos for the internet and traveled to Dulvey to shoot footage for their latest production. Their videos consist mostly of the group exploring abandoned buildings and haunted houses. The Unveiled Abyss, Clive R. O'Brien. I never played the Outbreak games, but I think that's an Outbreak Easter egg. I think Clive O'Brien, the author, is one of the characters you can play in those games. So clearly he survived. Good for him. To-do list. Buy more candles. Make house map. Buy more fuses. And buy more... I can't quite read the second one, but it's buy more something. This one says doctor's appointment next month, but it's crossed out. I can't read that one. Some red marks on the calendar, nothing specific. All right, Morgan, thanks. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Have a great night. It's so good to see you here. All right, Apothem. I appreciate you stopping by as well. It's good to be back. I'm very intent on doing it more regularly going forward. Nico's Hardware. Saw, $24.99 times 1 equals $24.99. Rope, $34.79 times 4 equals $139.16. And Pet Collar, $19.99 times 20 equals $399.80. Subtotal, $563.95. Tax, $22.26. Total, $586.21. See, they've got some neat artwork. Classic portraits of Greek philosophers and tall naval ships and what have you. Spaghetti and newspapers on the shelves. I like to take the time to appreciate this kind of detail, like this ratty old thing of toilet paper sitting here, unopened. Lord knows what they've been doing in lieu of using toilet paper. April 25th, male 30s, lean gumbo. June 30th, male 20s, portly barbecue. March 13th, female 50s, meaty saute. Lovely. And yes, we've got entrails in the fridge. This fridge, I will note, unlike the guest house, the fridge is actually clean and well kept. They just keep human parts in it. Isn't that nice? Can't open the freezer. So here's an herb. It's our second one. I actually hadn't looked at them yet. A plant containing nutrients that help to heal wounds, consumed to recover a small amount of health. Oh yeah, and we got Welcome to the Family Son from escaping from the guest house. Next is He's Here, There, Everywhere. Destroy a Mr. Everywhere statuette. Can do. Well, not yet, but soon. Some ordinary, if kinda dirty silverware. A locked hatch in the floor. Half-whole flour. And a boot. And the boot has the word Evelyn, or the name Evelyn, written on the heel. Alright. That's everywhere we can go without following the family. Wait, I want to read that. If I can. I think that's an Evil Dead Easter egg. I am pretty sure that the second half of that note says, "Dead by dawn, dead by dawn, dead by dawn, dead, dead, dead." I couldn't read the first half. I can't get the right angle. But big ups for the Evil Dead Easter egg. Oh man, that is some good stuff. And actually, now that I think about it, when Mia is in her psycho mode, she looks a hell of a lot like a Deadite from the original Evil Dead. That might be the inspo. If so, well done. It looks fragile. Maybe you can break it with something. Garage. It's secured with tape that can't be removed by hand. Well, that seems awfully convenient. I feel like I could remove that tape with my hands. Just putting that out there. So we got some kind of light out there. This door's locked from the other side. Alright, let's aggro Jack. Let's see if I can do better this time. Activate stealth mode. Once more with feeling and less failure. So if you do want to sneak past Jack, it's wise to shut those doors so you can hear when he goes into one of them. Wait down here. We have to get past him to the end of that hallway to pick up the key to the locked hatch we saw in that other room. That's our goal. In case you didn't know. And he just did us the favor of announcing, by kicking the door open, that he was heading in there. So don't run. Don't make noise. As long as he's not actually aware of us, we shouldn't get the wall thing here. Very good. He only does the wall thing if he does know where you are. But we have a hatch key, which is exactly what you'd expect. A key for opening the hatch in the pantry. So we can see a few things here. We might as well. There's a photo of a girl with her face crossed out.